It takes bravery to go against the forces of the whole system that wants to punish you for life if you don't do what you're told. And it's a form of civil disobedience.
I think Canada has a leading role in peace. Absolutely. And I'm really afraid we might be losing that.
Being a peacekeeper, I think, is a good human activity. We're neighbors on this planet, and we've got to make sure people don't hurt other people. We should be able to police it.
Canadians have always been peacekeepers, but Harper wants to give them the weapons, and he wants them to shoot those weapons.
It's just absolutely astounding. They're yakking about the debt, but nobody's trying to stop the freight train.
You take Iraq, that is not a good war. They're doing something that they shouldn't be doing. This is anti-human.
Peace workers and foreign aid workers are getting killed in all these countries. And so even if you're a big supporter of peace, you know, you might just get your head lopped off and you won't even get frontline news. It's all very distant rumblings. It's all, you know, editorial, little news clips, but you don't see people dying. And the numbers are far greater. 700,000 Iraqis have died.
If I take a situation like Canada being in Afghanistan, I don't think it's good for Canada. So I don't think it's patriotic to support that war.
I think what the Canadians are doing there is very valuable. I don't see anything wrong with trying to establish some kind of serenity in a place. The fact that the war stops doesn't mean that peace breaks out. They say it does, and they say this is a peace treaty, but that doesn't mean that peace exists.
Every choice you make is a political decision. If you go into Costco, that's a political decision. If you buy something wrapped in plastic, that's a political decision. Whether it's voting for the right people, whatever you do every day, you know, growing vegetables in your garden. The only thing you can do is do what you think is right.
I was listening the other day to an interview with an Iranian woman who was the first woman to have gone into space. And she said, when you have left this planet and you look back on it, you feel the warmth and the energy from the planet, and you feel a love for this planet, and you see it as one world, one people. And she was saying that if government leaders could all be shot into space, they would be very different when they came back, and they would want very much to pull together.
Well, when I think of peace, I think of here first. Because if we don't have it here, how are we going to have it out there? You have to have peace yourself. I'm still working on it. I wish I was far more peaceful than I am. But I am in favor of peace in the world. I don't like to see military solutions. I mean, if all we can do is just argue and not get the guns out, that's pretty good. That's a long way toward peace.
I think in their everyday life, take a chance, you know, try to do things that make you feel a little uncomfortable, particularly with your friends or in the street or locally. Just go out there and start doing something and make a contribution and insist that people don't glorify war. This is the big thing, is that we tolerate way too much violence in our entertainment and our popular culture and that kind of stuff. And just don't let things slide by.
I don't think I've got any right to tell other people how to live their life, but I think it's important to let them live the way they want to live. Trying to be a human being is my goal.
You have to start small. You have to try to understand where they're coming from. If you treat someone with respect, you may get respect back. If you treat somebody with hostility, and anger, that's what you'll get back. Peace is just, it's like heaven. It would be like heaven. It's sort of like heaven on earth if there were peace. And peace between people instead of fighting. Peace between countries. Maybe it's not possible because there's been war ever since there were people. I hope for peace. I don't know if I believe in it. I hope for it.
Well, I certainly think if people can subdue a lot of the anger and the competitiveness and the greed and just feel peace within themselves, this will lead to global peace. Peace is the only hope for this planet.
That's it.